Oh no, yeah, this is what you call it. My homies inviting me to another league. No, but what teams are open?
They run with a rookie. This is Sony Michel.
Let me
And
see.
his way across the 30
Go
to
back
the
to
32.
where he just mentioned. He just
7
talked
yards
a
on the
minute ago.
pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass.
And that one league he's talking about, the Texans 6-4,
well. Run it inside,
Pittsburgh
run it
4-6. I might be going Pittsburgh, and then also San Francisco 5-4. Dolphins.
This is Jeremy Hill, the former Bengal, his first carry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Tell fuck it, I'll take Texans.
Take Texans?
Yeah, I'll take Texans. They were robbing his throw power last year on 18. It was at 89. Now it's up to 94 this year.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short. They go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw.
Oh, wow, he drops it. I hit possession catch too.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes,
Yeah, go change my name back
draw a
to
big-time crowd.
Yeah.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Gotta go.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
They've got good play.
Gotta get my ass down.
I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets
nice.
motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A loss of a full 3 yards. And
I don't know, Haley. I have to do it after.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And he's going to be taken down, but not before
that's
reaching
not.
the
And who else is open?
15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Who else is open in the league then?
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Oh yeah, you have to go back and look. Go up there. But never mind, I forgot you sent me the.
Trubisky with the give to Howard.
Go up.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Nah, I'll take the Bills because I can build them up. It's already like week 9. But I'm still good with the Bills.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky.
Oh,
got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
18.
Here's Trubisky.
Oh, wow.
Intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys are good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope.
Tell them I'm in game now, and then just send invites to leagues. Wait, are the Dolphins open in that other league?
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did in their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They go play action here on 1st down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football.
Yeah, tell him I'm online. And do you tell him I was in game? In game, will accept invite after.
But he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
A nigga 5-1 with the Jags.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look. 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Shotgun now for Brady. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Oh, wow.
Comes and Trubisky
Man blitz.
down.
Oh, cover
Well, so
one.
much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
I got greedy. I should have fucking thrown it to my first dude.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Blue. 180. Red. Up.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast,
The
any
Texans
hesitation as a
and
quarterback that
Rock.
the deflection, if you miss, might
And
be
then
bigger and lead to an
Bills
interception.
and,
Yeah, the deflection works both ways.
He said tag your opponent in play.
I'm like,
I'm about to tag you.
all right, well, I'm in game, so you have to fucking wait.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Blue.
A give to Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now Brady, he's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Like 20.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And they see
There's Khalil
right through
Mack.
that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Like 20.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And a first
nice
with his
catch.
All-Pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots.
In Kingpin.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety.
I believe
one will be back, or sometimes
25?
in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Not 100% sure.
Field goal to kick this one off. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good. Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. Now Brady, quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll get it up near the 35.
Wow.
Right to 34 here. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. This is White on the screen. Breaks through the contact. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that
was a nice play call.
Off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving. Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points. And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Nah, he ain't. I got him as my. I'm building him up to be my 2nd middle linebacker. Yep. 86 speed. Yep.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady to Michelle on the dump off. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35.
Yeah, I built him up in Madden 18, man.
2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now Brady again. This is caught. Gronkowski. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Yeah.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Michel on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And on that return here, he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It all depends on how you play.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice ground. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Trubisky now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, That route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
180! Behind!
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. And inside the 20 before he's...
Hey, you running every single fucking toss play.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down.
The good
I
old
feel you,
toss
but
play, and this time they
like
go
in
to the
every
left
fucking toss
side
play
to
in the
give a
game,
lot of
though.
credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
No, that one wasn't.
Michelle with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, Give him 15, and the Patriots take over. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel, and the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. And it's Michel once again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Ready?
From the gun, it's Brady. And a dump off to White. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium there in the 3rd quarter in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep for Gabriel. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They pitch out to Howard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They begin with Michel on the ground. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down, Michel. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a pitch out to Michel. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Right 20! Right 20!
A give. This is Michel. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Right 20! Round 80!
Now a play fake. Brady. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Danny Trevathan in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
By 20! By 20! Hey, Alpha!
Operating from the gun. Brady. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Lynch. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. Standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Red, up! Hey, 18! Red, up! Red, up!
Now Trubisky on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
Lock in!
They get it to him running left. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Michelle. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. On the handoff, it's Michelle. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're running it. It's Michelle. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Reds up!
On 1st down, Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. You gave the stat early on that he's one of just 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards last year, and then you said they needed to bottle him up for under 100 yards. He's way under 100 yards.
Bottom line, he's had virtually no success whatsoever.
And because of that, among a couple other reasons, they're down on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, this is Howard. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Wait, 20! 380!
On the toss, here's Michelle. Powers through, and he'll power his way up near the 25. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Wait, 20. 380. Let's go.
On second down, Hill, and he'll get this one up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
New England on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20.
Now Michelle. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Onto the field now come the Bears. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got to decide.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left. And that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
Brady going to throw here. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. There he goes, right side. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble. And they did. Took it the other way for a score. And now, if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle, perhaps, to win this ball game.
Parkey with the extra point. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now Brady doesn't like the formation here. He'll take a timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Wait, 20! 20!
One final try now for Brady. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Chicago, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for New England, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.